Hey, how's it going? Julio Lopez here with the next phase of my school project for my shipping order DMS or data management system. Today's date is June 8, 2025. Now, for the introduction, I'm just going to define what is the test plan. The test plan is a structured document that defines how testing will be performed on the shipping order data management or system or DMS. It's going to outline the testing scope, approach, resources, and a schedule to validate that the system meets its functional and non-functional requirements. What's important of this? It ensures that all features, the CRUD operation and the custom shipping cost calculator are verified against both positive and negative test scenarios. It reduces the risk of defects and improves system reliability. Okay, for the testing scope, I have here on my right the whole test flow chart. I know it's kind of small, but I promise I'm gonna break it down on the next slides. So I chose to use the test-driven development, or better known as TDD. Why? Because the plan is written before the code, and in this way, it's gonna have a clear system behavior. Also, it promotes small, testable increments and high code quality. I'm gonna focus on the next couple of areas. The unit test for business logic in shipping order manager, which is gonna include add order, update order, and delete order. Also for the boundary test, which is gonna be the limit of a max weight 150 pounds and the max distance of 3,000 miles. Of course, this might change depending on the demand later on the code. So it's just as I set it like that for the testing only. Improve validation test to block invalid data, and also plan to expand tests for future database integration. Okay, for this test, which is gonna be when you're gonna be presented to add an order. Of course, you're gonna start by launching the app using the CLI or the terminal, and you're gonna be offered a couple of options. My first test is gonna go through adding an order on the system. You're gonna once you hit to add an order, you're gonna be prompt to add the customer name, and depending of the input, it's gonna validate the type, whatever it is, in string, text, or number. And in this case, we're gonna need strings. So if there is no strings, it's gonna show you a error to show customer name or the proper name, which we're gonna include. You won't be allowed to use numbers, only strings. Also, then after that is validated, you're gonna be prompted to add a shipper name. And again, depending on the data validation, you're gonna be shown if you input the wrong data type. Like in this case, it's asking for a name. If you input numbers or other type that is not a string, then it's gonna show you the error. It's gonna look through it and then always ask you for it and give you different error messages. Once it's validated, then you go to the next prompt question, which is for entering the weight. This is for the number, for double. If you put a negative number or something like that, it's gonna or it's gonna exceed the limit. It's gonna show you an error message, depending on what type of invalidation or wrong data type you are inputted. So once it's validated, then you're gonna be prompted to enter the distance. Again, it's gonna, depending on the or what type of data entry you input, it's gonna show you either a error for distance error, or it's gonna successfully not prompt you, but it's gonna calculate if you did it right. It's gonna calculate the cost by using the weight data and the distance data, store the order, and it's gonna display the confirmation for you. Okay, the next test is gonna be for deletion when you wanna delete the order. Of course, you're gonna be prompted to once you hit delete the order, it's gonna prompt you to enter the order ID. and then depending, it's gonna try to validate depending of the data type you are inputting. If you add a string or a negative number, it's gonna show you an error message depending on what you are writing. Once you successfully add the ID number, it could be a text, but if you put an ID number that doesn't exist, it's gonna give you an error message. Then if you did it right and the ID number or the order ID exists, then it's gonna prompt you to confirm the deletion, and then give you a success message of deleting the order and show the confirmation. Now for the updating tests, once you choose the option to test this part, it's gonna prompt you to also enter the order ID, and then ask you if the order exists. If it doesn't, it's gonna give you a error message. Also, if you input the wrong data type, also it's gonna give you a error message. And then if you validate the data, then it's gonna prompt you to enter a new weight and distance. Again, it's gonna go through the validation for both data types, and if it goes through, it give you a success update order, and it show the confirmation. If not, it's gonna loop, always gonna loop. It's gonna show you a error message and always bring you back to the same validation process. Now for custom actions, I'm gonna do the test by trying to view the orders. The way I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna see if there's orders on the system, on the database, or in this case it's gonna be in memory. If it does exist, it's gonna show me all the orders that I just created. If not, if I create order and delete it on purpose just for purpose of the test, so it's gonna show me an error message. It's gonna loop through it until I validate everything. Either way, it's gonna allow me to exit out, and then the fifth option is gonna be exiting the test. Alright, you made it on to the end of this video again. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. So if you would like to know more about my work, you can visit me to my personal website, www.lopezbio.com. There you can see my blogs, projects, my experience, and also if you want to contact me, I have my social media and emails located on the website. So again, it's my name is Julio Lopez, and my website is www.lopezbio.com. Have a good night.